Oh, they give me no countdown. I'm live. Well, good morning, everyone. This is your boy, Ed, P-I-I-I Henderson. And today is Sunday, July 6, 2025. And this morning, I wake up to only see another hypocrisy and stupid video at the helms of Donald Trump and his media. Now, the last few days been quite busy with the so-called Independence Day, 4th of July. Then our union, we celebrated our 91st anniversary of Bloody Thursday. Those of you who don't know what Bloody Thursday was, whether you're a trade unionist or just a average day Joe Blow American working a regular 9-to-5 job. And not that I'm saying this in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying that you are in corporate America or, whatever your field of work is. If you're unfamiliar, just go ahead and take the opportunity to Google and read up on it. And then you can watch a few videos and listen to a few of the historians tell the tale about Bloody Thursday. Something in which we had a great day yesterday at Local 10, San Francisco. And a few remarkable speeches were given, as well as a very eloquent poem written by one of our union sisters, Eugenia Barnes, her daughter by the name of Nairobia. A beautiful, beautiful poem that put my speech in the ground, and which I will be uploading later on as soon as I figure out how to trim it properly. But what piqued my interest this morning, everyone, is that I wake up and I watch a little short clip of Donald Trump and his entourage, that Ron DeSantis and that dumbass broad, Kristi Noem. And we'll get back to her later in this segment here. But they was discussing the big bill, and then it came up one of the brightest and greatest idea that the old dumb fuck, the orange battle cat, your president, Donald Trump, and his goons come up with. And it was based on, now get this, on illegal undocumented immigrants. So I'm listening to this interview, or I won't even, press conference is what I'm going to call it. It was a press conference. And the reporter asked, he said, the idea of finding some way to get farm workforce and service sector workforce for us, I think you had discussed somehow a program of people leaving on a sponsorship and coming right back. He asked Trump, punk ass, if he could give a bit more clarity or detail on it and why. So listen to this, what this goon had the audacity to say. And I want you to listen, because this is verbatim. This is verbatim what he stated. He said that we need to take care of our farmers and hotel workers and various other people that were working on that, and that we're working on it right now. We have a case right now, a lot of cases, where ICE will go into a farm, and as you guys know, have been working there for 10 to 15 years, no problem. The farmers knows them well. We're going to put this called farmer responsibility or ownership or owner responsibility, where they're going to be largely responsible for these people. And they know these people. They've worked on these farms 15 years, and all of a sudden, so then he tries to throw it off because he got stuck. So we have a great Ron, referring to Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, and does Christie, as Christie Noem, the dumb bitch, the Secretary of Homeland Security, we have a great feeling for the farmer and for others in the same position, and we're going to give them responsibility for people, and we're going to have a system of signing them up so they don't have to go. They could be legally, they can pay taxes and everything. They're not getting citizenship, but they get other things. And the farmers need them to do the work. Without those people, you're not going to be able to run your farm. Now, this is some interesting, this is very interesting. It's hypocrisy at its greatest. So let's get this right. First, you said you were going to get rid of all the illegal aliens, undocumented immigrants. You're going to get rid of them all. They're a thug. They're a thief. They're rapists. They're stealing from everything. They're getting free this, free that, running our economy into the ground. They're eating our dogs. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to come back to that one. But let's just, we'll stick to the basis right here of the undocumented immigrants, in which we all know that he's speaking on the Latinos, which are going to be the Mexicans, the Salvadorians, the Nicaraguans, the El Salvadorans. I'm sorry, it says Salvadorian, and all other Latino-based countries. And that was his main goal. And now what gets me the most is you have these sellout fucking Latinos here in this country. And I'm going to speak on my side of the equator, or the country here in California. A lot of sellout Mexicans or Latinos. I don't want to be that derogatory. I don't want you to think I'm being derogatory. So I'm going to use Latinos and Latinas, but Latin folks. How about that? That talks all this bullshit about my people came here this way, that they did it, they doing it, they doing this and doing that and this. And then one of the other frustrating things, they're taking our jobs. What jobs? What jobs are they taking? Because I don't see not one of you dumb motherfuckers going out there in them fields right now picking collard greens or picking rice or picking fruit, picking vegetables. Not one of you. And I'm talking to you right now, the Latinos and Latinas, the ones who are against your very own people. Your very own indigenous people, you're against them, right? I'm talking to you just for a hot second. A lot of you sellout motherfuckers that's on my page every day. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. I wish you would ever go back to visit your homeland and your people there saw you putting these type of posts and they beat y'all asses over there. Wouldn't let y'all come back without a great reminder of where you come from. It's not that I really hope it, but I mean, it's just something to wake your dumb asses up. So that is the way that I look at that. But piggying back onto Donald Trump, dumbass comments, hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. He went back and said that farm workers, we need a farmer to be able to grow these crops, is basically what he's saying. We need these hotels to be clean. So when we have guests come in, they're clean. They don't have to have long delays in checking in. This is the same fucking dumbass that lost his negotiation rights in Vegas for the Trump Hotel, where he still failed to unionize that property. So this is how he thinks, but he knows where he needs to go to get these. You got ICE going into farms that's going to grab people, detain them, and then let their owners come back and claim them because they know them for 10 to 15 years, and we need these crops taken care of. Okay, how about the innocent undocumented immigrants that's been living here 30, 40 years, 50 years, went to school, graduated with degrees, that's in places like nurses, doctors, lawyers, all type of corporate America, and then you sit here and claim they're illegal, and then you ship them off because they got education for free. Well, I don't think they really got it for free, but they worked hard. They did right. They have no criminal backgrounds. They received their education. They were hired by an employer that pays their medical. How are there a bind on our economy at all? They did what they needed to do, but yet you deport them. Make that make sense to me. You sent a guy that was supposed to be a MS-13 to another country who got tormented, and the government and the courts told you that you need to send him back, and you did everything against power to keep him where he's at. You sent ICE here into California, into Los Angeles, my hometown, to raid it, snatch people, kidnap, running the graduations, snatching people up. How inhumane is that? That still make no freaking sense to me at all. But I'm going to just try to stay on base here because I do not want to get off the focus of Donald Trump and his hypocrisy and his slave master mentality. Because right now, with this, what he's saying right now, this is slavery 2.0, but it's being legalized now because I read it right there. I just read verbatim what he stated, that ICE can go get these individuals and their owners, or let me rephrase that. That the farm workers, the farmers can go claim these individuals on a sponsorship, and it's going to be a farmer responsibility, or he actually meant to say owner responsibility. Owner responsibility. Now, people, let's go back in history. This is the same type of shit happened years ago, and it's called slavery, where they wouldn't kidnap folks, but they brought them here, sold them at an auction, and claimed them to plantations where these same individuals had to go out there and work for 20 hours on a day. But the only difference is that they didn't get paid. They got lynched. And if they couldn't maintain or produce, then they were killed. Or I'm sorry, let me use the term unalived. They were unalived. So this is what happened. And now all we're doing is recreating the same scenario all over again, some 400 and 500 years later. But it's being legalized now. You're going to take these Latinos, and I'm going to put you Asians in there as well. The Filipinos and the Chinese and Japanese is also where it works out there in these fields. That's here, undocumented, and put you out here, but you're gonna get paid, and then you're gonna pay taxes, something that they already are doing, paying taxes. You know, this is the stupidity of all you dumb motherfucking Trump supporters who don't realize it. If you don't believe it, look it up yourself. Do you know in the state of California that undocumented immigrants paid over $50 million in taxes? In taxes. Go look it up. And I'm saying in California alone, I think it's a little bit higher than that, but I'm gonna stick to that. But they living here rent free. How are they living rent free? But they're paying taxes. But now you want them to come here and this where the hypocrisy really gets me. They can come here, they can work, they can pay taxes, but they don't get their citizenship. But they can stay here and work. The whole idea is that they were here illegally, and they need to go in and get the right way to get their citizenship. You arrest them at the courthouses from their asylum case hearings and stuff of that nature, they can't win for losing. So Donald Trump is a fucking hypocrite, a fucking idiot, and a fucking dumb fucking punk ass bitch. Yes, I said it. That is what he is. His fucking Republican Party, his fucking Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristen Noem, what a dumb bitch. This punk ass bitch, and I'm gonna call her punk ass bitch, and I really don't be disrespecting women like this, but she's a punk ass bitch. This punk ass bitch had a fucking state senator arrested only to want to ask a question about her policies. Get that. We had a union leader for the SEIU arrested for legally demonstrating his First Amendment, the freedom of speech. You send the fucking National Guards into Los Angeles you deploy them in a sense to maintain uncriminalized city. But all you did was worsen the problem. You got ICE going in, snatching people out their cars at lights and stuff like this. This don't make no difference. Make no sense. But Kristi Noem is a fucking yes woman. She's an ignorant ass bitch. That shows what to tell. But she's going to work. But it was her idea, along with Ron DeSantis, to come out with this genuine plan to allow these undocumented immigrants to remain in the U.S. and work out on the farms or in the service sectors as hotels and other places legally. They said legally, but they won't get their citizenship. Make that make sense to me, because I can't understand it. I cannot understand it. So, just to get a little bit off base, I'm not going to get off base, but it's kind of like still sticking to the structure of their new reform policy that they want to put in place. You get back on the terms of slavery. Now, there's been this talk about 65 million illegal immigrants to be fed at a alligator. I can't even think of the term of it right now. I'm so fucking so upset. But that was his term. And then the funny thing about how the good man upstairs worked, there's a word that's called karma, right? And karma it was, because not too short after this was being said, the works of God happened. It flooded Texas, and it came to a painful situation where there's been over 70 people that's been reported unalive from this storm that's taking place. So it's crazy that a president says feed 65 million people to alligators. If that's not one of the most inhumane statements of history ever made by mankind, this motherfucker is evil. He's a racist piece of shit. But no, we're gonna make America great again. America was already great before his bitch ass became president. Not of the first time, but even worse the second time. He's a maggot. So now, I was speaking about this slavery, and I'm going to get back on the slavery. I want to get back to my African American race folks. You sellouts, you motherfuckers that's treating Donald Trump like he's the best thing since the invention of grits. You motherfuckers are some straight sellouts. Some straight fucking sellouts. And you know who you are that I am referring to. Absolutely. And for all you IOW workers that's supporting this motherfucker, you are a double sellout. And I'm not ashamed to say it at all. I'll say it to your face. I don't give a fuck. That's just me. But you motherfuckers are some straight sellouts. Here, this motherfucker right here is just introducing slavery part 2. But he wants to go through the Latinos and the Asians because he know that shit ain't gonna work our route. Fuck that. He knows it's not gonna work our route because we are not like our ancestors. Well, some of us are because see me, I'm that field ninja, right? But you that ones that support him, y'all that house ninja. Which you guys would be the ones trying to help old massa out, get his little plan together. That's the way I view it. But no, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, we all will go down with a fight. Ain't no slavery, ain't none of that coming this way, not in this day and age, not at all. And you can hit your like button or whatever. But we not our ancestors. We're not going back. But your slave mentality ass will, because you have that slave mentality. Donald, yes, boss, yeah, everything is make America great again. Sellouts. You was a fucking sellout. But here's another key point for you guys to understand why you think that you're invincible, because you're helping Trump out with his plan. There's been an attack on Haitians now. Haitians. You remember Haitians? They're eating their dogs. They're eating their cats. They're eating their pets. Yeah. So now what ICE is doing is they're going to the neighborhoods now and they're snatching Haitian people, which really tells you is that how do you determine who's Haitian and who's black? Because Haitian skin color is the same as mine and the same as majority of you African American, the ones that don't have a little cut in you. So, but this is what they're doing now. So they snatch your Trump loving ass, MAGA loving ass up, and what you gonna do? Because you look like you Haitian. So that's the plan to get the blacks back into slavery. But I'm not going out like that. I'm not. So just keep that in mind while you sitting up here hanging on Donald Trump's nuts right now, thinking that he's devised a plan that's going to keep you here in this country because you serve to him. You on your knees kissing the tip of his shoes and his fucking punk ass ring. Ain't no kings in this motherfucker. There's only one king and his name is God. So it's not going to happen. That was already shown a few weeks ago. Ain't no kings here. But you motherfuckers better wake y'all dumb asses up, sellouts. All you sellouts. And then for all my good white folks out there, and I mean the good white ones, the good ones. When I mean my Anglo-Saxons, the ones it ain't with that bullshit. Them 80 million that showed up in numbers a few weeks ago on President Obama Recognition Day. Hey, they tired of that bullshit too. And for you good old Republicans that was on that bad side and has motivated and shifted over to the other side to fight against this rhetorical bullshit, racism that you finally viewed and saw, hands up to you. You recognize it. It took you a while, but you recognize it. But there's a lot of you, and I say this with the smile on my face, that you know the greater bit of good. And for these individuals to do that, and they want to call you the names they want to call us because you on our side, fuck them. Fuck them. And fuck all the rest of you racist motherfuckers out there. You fucking MAGA supporters. And now this great, beautiful bill that got signed. I don't want to toot no horns, but right now I'm good. I mean, it doesn't really affect me as much. In fact, it don't affect me maybe 1%. But I'm looking at all these elderly folks with their Social Security, all these people that is unable to have the means to, buy food, can't work because of different type of issues they may have had, medical, mental, physical impairments. And you go cut this shit off, and then your dumb fucking followers want to come around and say, oh, it don't mean for this and that. Man, shut the fuck up. Shut your dumb sold out ass up. And it's the Latino ones that's saying it the most. It's the Latino sellouts. Shut the fuck up because you don't know the fuck first. Because they're coming after your dumb ass next. But what I want to say is that for 80% of the people who's going to be affected of this big, beautiful bill are you dumb fucks over in them red states. I saw a chart the other day, and it showed 2.3 million people in California will be affected. But then I looked over at the red states. In Florida alone was like 1.9, Texas 1.6, or reverse. That's going to be affected. Now, these are two red states. A lot of Republicans that lives in these two states. And you dumbass Cubans there also that runs with Trump. Your dumbass is going to be affected too. So, and then you get to looking at Idaho, 700,000. What's another little small state over and down there? Arkansas was like 700,000. 500,000 here, 500,000 here, 150,000 here. You know, this is the effect that's going to hurt across the nation. And you are the ones who's going to be affected the most. You dumbass talking about because you didn't want to vote for a black woman or you didn't want to vote for a woman. So you did all the best that you could to get this punk motherfucker back in the White House. And all he's doing is fucking this country up. He ain't affected. He ain't bothered. Because when it's all said and done, he's going to run his ass to Mar-a-Lago and go hide, which he does every day anyway, playing golf with his no golfing ass. He can't do shit right. He shit on himself. He pisses on himself. He got the captor in his pants. All this, man. He's the one that's inhumane. But you guys is keeping him going. Well, I don't give a fuck about this dumb motherfucker, not one bit. You know, I do not. Sometime I wake up every morning looking to see on the news if the motherfucking American flag is at half mast. And it's not, then on to the next day. But I can't stand this fucker, man. He's a fucking piece of shit. And all you motherfuckers kissing his ass, you fucking sellout motherfuckers, I'm talking to you. You sellouts. I ain't talking about them racist white motherfuckers. I'm not talking about them because they gonna be who they gonna be. That's how they were born. That's how they was bred, and that's how they gonna be to eternity. But there's a few of them that realize it and come over onto this side. But I'm referring to them. All you other ones, and let's get this right. I'm far from a racist. I'm far from being discriminative. I love all races, all genders, all folks. I talk to everyone. I just don't fuck with you that practice that old bullshit, racism and discrimination. I don't fuck with them type of people. I don't, never did. And if I could, me and you be one-on-one on the side of the mountain, one of us gonna go off. I'm just saying. So, but I don't practice that bullshit. So moving forward, in this day and age, America just is about to face one of the most greatest defeats ever. Slavery. It's coming back. It's coming back. That's what this motherfucker is proposing right now. And you too damn dumb to view it. You're not intelligent enough, you're not bright to see it. All these racist motherfuckers over on the other side, they see it. They keep talking about citizenship, democracy, being American. These motherfuckers is a motherfucking fascist. That's what he is, a fucking fascist. A fucking white supremacist. That's what he is. This old shit he always do, y'all know that ain't the blood sign. That's that KKK shit. That's they shit. But you motherfuckers too dumb to reckon, to understand what it is. I know what it is. I've seen it. Go back and look at a lot of footage of the Klan, what they used to do. That's their symbol to let you know who they belong to. And he always doing, he talking and all that shit. Wake y'all punk asses up, man. You know, enough is enough. Enough is enough. You know, this shit's starting to frustrate me now because I didn't really went off base here, but moving forward. Wake the fuck up, America. You fucking sellouts. Wake up because your family is next. P.I. double, I'm out of here.